Well guys, my 2005 Lincoln Navigator passed the initial inspection test. Frame seems good, floors are good, everything else seems like it's in pretty good shape, other than the fact that I have a cylinder 2 misfire. And unfortunately, this is the notorious 5.4 liter 3-valve Triton motor with the 2-piece spark plugs that everybody who's ever spent any time on automotive internet knows. You don't buy anything with one of those motors in it. I did. So I gotta see if I can fix it. It does have a cylinder 2 misfire, no other misfires across the rest of the board. It's not something as simple as just a loose wire. So we're gonna have to dig a little bit deeper when we're figuring out what this is. I don't know. This is basically gonna determine whether or not I keep this truck, to be honest with you. If it's got something worse than just a normal plug or coil situation, you're gonna rapidly get into the point of it doesn't make sense to keep throwing money into this thing because the motor's toast and you're gonna have to pull ahead, and pulling a head off these is a nightmare, and we don't want to talk about that. We're not gonna talk about it. We're not gonna talk about it. It's just gonna be a simple, stupid plug coil situation, and we're gonna be back up and running. I know it. I'm a positive kind of guy, and I'm positive that's what it's gonna be. God, I hope so. So we are stock full at the in the shop at the moment, which is awesome. Great to have that kind of a problem. Got a lot of cool toys sitting around here, but every bay is full. So I'm going to pull this thing around back, and I'm going to work on it in the back with my Pinto race car, and we're going to get this party rolling. So let's get to work. We're looking at codes, pre-scan. No, I don't want to add that information. Cylinder 2 misfire detected, engine misfire detected on startup, blah, blah, blah. So that's really the only thing that I've got. So, on our Fords, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So second hole on this side is right here. So I'm going to need to pull the coil and the plug. Probably let this thing cool down for a little bit. Pull the coil and the plug, and we're going to see what's what. The smart move is see if you can move the coil and the plug and see if the misfire chases one of the two. So if you can take a good known hole, like say cylinder 1 over here, or cylinder 5 over here, excuse me, move the coil to one of those holes, move the plug to another hole, and see if either of those, if that misfire happens on either of those two holes, then you're good to go. You can do this if you want to in a number of different directions. You can do it however you'd like to, but ideally that's the question, is whether or not that misfire moves with the whole, with those components. If it chases the coil, then you know you need a coil. If it chases the spark plug, you need a spark plug. Not a major deal, other than the fact that this is the 5.4 Triton V8, which is unfortunately notorious for breaking spark plugs off in the head, and it sucks when you do that. We do technically have the ability to fix that, but I would really like to avoid it. We'll see. So I'm gonna let this thing cool down for a minute, and then I will pull our plug and coil out of cylinder 2 here. Let's make sure it's just not something like a wiring issue. No. Hot. No, it's fully plugged in. So we'll pull the cylinder 2. Some of this sucks. Can you imagine how much fun it is to do spark plugs back there? Yeah, so we'll let this thing cool down. I'll pull the plug and coil out of cylinder 2, and we'll see if it moves. And hopefully it does, because if it doesn't move, that means we've got something much more serious. Like we're either talking to either, yeah, we're not even talking about it. We're not even talking about it. It's gonna move with it. Or I'll see something extremely obvious when I start disassembling this. And it's going to be something very simple. Positive energy. Positive energy. All right, we've cooled down for about an hour, and Rich has told me that I'm being a wuss about this, that I should just put an impact on it and let it eat. I've never done such a thing in my life. It sounds terrifying, especially on a motor that's notorious for breaking shit. I don't want to do that. I really don't want to break this car. I use my race car as my shelf. Ideally, one of the nice things here is I'm going to be able to haul this thing around and be able to do some race car stuff with it, and my Le Mans. I need to put some tires on this thing that'll handle 10,000 pounds or so. It's like a 6,000 pound truck with me in it. Put 10,000 pound tires on it, 11,000 pound tires on it, so I can haul this thing on a trailer. We can do some truck stuff. All right, so I think what I want to do is I want to just pull the coil. And I'm going to swap 1 and 2, because those are easy. And I'm going to see if the misfire follows the coil. If it does, then we know it's the coil. If we don't, then we think it's probably the plug, and we hope it's the plug. Then I got to pull the plug out. I do have an entire set of Motorcraft plugs for this thing. If I seem like I'm tense, I am, because if I screw this up, it's a big screw up. Big screw up. Yeah, I'm short, okay? This is really annoying. That bolt does not look like it's been turned before. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. All right. Coil is loose. Well, there's cylinder 1. I don't know. Had it ever been pulled out? All right, let's get cylinder 2. Come on. Come on. All right. Oh. There's carbon on the boot. I was hoping not to see that. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. Focus. Can you see that? This one is nice and white. This one is not. So, what that worries me about is whether or not I'm seeing combustion gas come past the spark plug and get on this coil pack. Alright, well, let's just put it in and see what happens. I have a feeling this is not going to be. I'm not going to be this lucky. Make sure you put the right one in the right hole. Always make sure you get the right one in the right hole. Get it in the right hole. Get it in the right hole. One in the rear hole, one in the front hole. All right. Cinch it down, connect our plugs. See if we're lucky. All right, boys, place your bets. Place your bets, place your bets. How lucky we're gonna be. I think my misfire stays in cylinder 2. Or you think it moves to cylinder 1? Honestly, I'd be fine with it being a coil, because I'm nervous about replacing the plugs in this thing. But you gotta do what you gotta do. I got there. That guy there. Okay. Here we go. Moment of truth. What do you think? What level of lucky am I, or what level of screwed am I? Come on, baby. Follow the coil, follow the coil, follow the coil. Well, it's not popping out of the exhaust. That's awkward. And it's not throwing a check engine light. Let's grab the scanner and we'll look at live data and see if we've got misfires happening. No way that it just randomly fixed itself by reseating the coils. All right, it is definitely misfiring again. All right, so maybe it's just me being hopeful. Engine, data display, continue. Misfire. Survey says cylinder 2 misfire. It is still on that plug. So we got nothing on cylinder 1, nothing anywhere else. It's all on, well, technically there's a little bit on 5 and 6 and 7. So it didn't follow the coil. We're on cylinder 2 still. Which means it's time to do spark plugs on this thing. I really didn't do that. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Here we go. Spark plug changing on a 5.4 Triton 3 valve. Got a brand new set of motor crafts in case I need them. Figured to plan ahead. I am just gonna pull this number 2 plug out. I've already got the coil back out. You can already see some of the exhaust. Come on. Can you see that? Anyway, there's some exhaust gas on that, which makes me worry that maybe some other idiot's already been in here trying to do this job and cracked a plug or damaged the threads, and we've got exhaust gas escaping past the spark plug. Wish me luck. It's got a little bit of kink in her. Let's see if we can get down that hole. There's no way I'm on that plug. No way. Was it just not tight? Am I on this thing? Why can I not grab this thing? Somebody stripped the fucking spark plug? I'm gonna guess somebody was already in here and did this. Socket won't grab the plug. I can't probably get a camera to show you guys this. There's the plug. See anything bad? Takes a village with some wise old guys and some specialty tools. Let's see if I can grab this plug to see if it even is, if it's just rotating down there, or if I can grab that piece that looks like a piece of porcelain down in that hole. Yeah, this is getting worse. This is getting worse. I don't even know if I can get this thing in here. Alright, well, I can grab onto the plug and it doesn't just pull out, so that's good at least. But I don't know if that piece of porcelain that I think I see is going to cause this thing to not be able to seat down far enough. I just honestly can't tell. Turn on flash. Alright, now I'm going to try to get a picture of this. So I went ahead and pulled the front coil as well, and you can see how this won't turn. See how that won't turn? It's because it's grabbing onto that plug. I go down here into cylinder 2. It just spins. It does not grab that plug. So somebody has already been in here and tried this and probably rounded off that spark plug, which makes this a bigger nightmare for sure. This is a new Motorcraft Platinum. You can see it sits right there fine on a 5/8, and it grabs that front plug just fine, but just turns on that rear plug. Now I don't know if there's maybe that rear one's not a 5, or that second one, plug 2, is not a 5/8. I doubt that, but I'll give it a shot. Give it the old college try, but I think somebody screwed me here. I think somebody stripped that spark plug out. That's a gigantic problem. What in the world?
A piece of foam. It's a piece of this shit fell down in there.
Oh yeah, the plug is
Alright, tag in the masters when you get a chance. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to put this number 1 coil back in, and I'm going to drive this thing back over to the shop. And yes, I'm working on this truck outside because we are full in the shop with customer stuff, which is a great problem to have, but it does mean it's very hard to work on your own stuff. But I'm going to put this back in cylinder 1. We're going to fire this thing up. We're going to drive it over there, and we're going to hit that hole with some compressed air, because it looks like there's a little piece of porcelain from another previous spark plug. Also, it seems like the plug itself, at least the top part of the plug, is loose. Also, this came off of it, which we believe is this stuff, fell in that hole as well. There's a bunch of crap that's in there, and we're going to hope that that's what's keeping me from being able to hook onto that that plug top, or that plug top is completely separated from the other plug and it's just spinning. We'll find out. But I'm going to put this back together, drive it over there, we'll hit it with some shop air, so we can blow that hole out and get all that crap out of there, and then go from there. Fun stuff. Plug is in, coil is on, second coil is here, both is there. Alright, let's back this thing over the shop. On 7 cylinders. Alright. The big question also is, how long has it been misfiring? the longer these things you run with a misfire, you're just not burning fuel. You're just shoving raw fuel into this thing and right back out the tailpipes, which can do damage to cylinder walls, wash the oil off the walls. You can do all kinds of damage to this thing by running for a long time with a issue. Catalytic converters can end up with getting fouled out because of all the raw fuel. Interestingly, I don't have a CAT code, which is kind of surprising. Let's see.
Come up there, but I don't know whether
I saw a lot come out of there.
porcelain fly up there, but I don't know whether it's...
Yeah, come out.
Okay. It seems like it's grabbing. Now the question is it going to snap this thing off when you try to turn it?
Is it loose? Because if it's a 9/16, we'll want to put a 9/16 on it.
I mean, it's... We can try it. Try a 9/16, see if it grabs better.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you just want to stop the miss. Come right out.
Like, not even tight.
Yeah.
Question is the whole plug going to come out, or is only part of the plug going to come out?
Be positive, Austin. Quit being so negative. Let's protect the head with it.
Well, that's what I'm worried about is this gonna be
Normally, if it was stuck, they wouldn't even turn. You're like, oh, and you're trying to, and they snap on it. Lift it up. There you go. Oh yeah.
Holy crap.
It's fucking baked in, clean up this son of a bitch.
Some plugs haven't been changed.
No, it's an E3 plug. It is indeed an E3 plug, but
Yeah.
the whole end of the damn thing's gone.
Yeah. It burned it.
They burn it up.
They probably,
The problem is, where's all this material?
how long have they been in there?
And how long has it been misfiring?
Is those plugs look like that?
Oh,
Not
shit.
shit.
These ain't the right plug.
Yeah, they are for a 5.4.
Well, that's got the old style. That's got that style plug there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so question is this the
If
wrong
that
plug?
was the wrong plug, that would have hit the piston.
That would have hit
more
the piston.
Likely.
Right.
I don't know.
Because that depth is...
Did you order these plugs?
Yeah, for an 05 5.4.
05 Navigator?
Yeah.
So...
Do they call this a Triton? Yeah, it's a 3-valve Triton.
Yeah. So I think pull a cylinder 1 and see what that plug looks
yeah.
like.
I don't think. Yeah, there's something not already.
Is there
right.
a number on that E3?
E370.
05 Lincoln Navigator 5.4 Triton motor. OE plug.
All right, so
OE
let's
plug.
pull. Let's pull this cylinder 1 back out and see what happens. Freaking parts guy got me the wrong plugs.
I don't know whether that little piece broke and fell down in the
Yeah.
there.
That's my concern.
This looks like it burned it off,
Yeah, but like,
but that little piece, I don't know what it. I can't see it way up in there, like it melded it up in. So I don't know whether it broke off and fell down in there.
get a camera on this. Yeah, we're gonna have to. There's all kinds of crap in this thing. What kind of non-stop redneckery is this? There's stuff in all these holes. Ah.
Watch your eyes.
Yep. chunks of stuff.
Yeah, when you're at the
There's the old piece of porcelain. Came out of cylinder 2, went into cylinder 1, and it says Motorcraft on it. So somebody cracked the original plug and then just shoved that E3 in there, but you couldn't get a socket on it because this piece of porcelain was sitting where you couldn't get a socket on it.
Oh.
God.
That sucks when that happens at the house and you don't have an air compressor.
When you don't have a full service shop, this job sucks.
Hit it with the garden hose.
All right, let's see if we can get this stupid plug out of here. Now we can turn this thing. It feels a little grabby. That's not good.
Well, at least they're screwing in.
Maybe. That one feels real grabby.
Well, some angry farmer.
Hit it with some penetrating oil. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Damn socket came off. What in the world? Yep. Still stuck in the head. Okay, well this is a new one. That one got the whole plug?
The end is on it.
Yeah. Now is it an E3? Yep.
Yep.
So how much of this length is gone out of that one?
Just a little bit. Just the tip.
So why it burned it off is,
Yeah, that's a...
and why the piece of electrode, you can't see it, burned down it.
Do we dare stick a bore scope down this hole and look at the top of this piston?
No.
Put a plug in it. Put a plug in it.
Put
See
a plug
if she
in it and
runs.
ship it.
See if she runs with a plug. If it don't shape up with the plug in it, you'll have to decide what you want to do.
Stick a plug in it, we'll find out.
You need it.
There you go. That's what we're gonna do. Stick it in the hole, see what happens.
Because normally if it was
All right.
I don't know that I've really known these things to have head gasket problems, you know.
Yeah. Well, I don't see anything that would tell me a head gasket. It doesn't have any
Yeah.
cooling issues. It's not spitting coolant out the back.
Yeah.
So my only concern is where did that stuff go?
Yeah. Well, it don't look like it just broke off. It looks like it burned off or something, you know.
Yeah. Or if I'm really lucky,
Kind
it
of
went through an
melted,
exhaust
kind
valve
of
and out the back.
Fused on the ends like it burned it, you know.
All right.
Well, other things I've seen, I pulled plugs out and I looked at them. It's like, well, it looks good. And then I turned it upside down and that thing fell down on, and it's like, okay, because it was broke up. So
Yeah.
it could have broken, fell down on there, and then it jumped and then helped burn that right
Yeah.
off. You know.
Well, I'm going to get these coils back in it. We're going to fire it up and see. Hopefully I don't have any misfires. We're also going to hope these coils are okay and the boots are okay. I bet you that whatever that D is probably not for Detroit. Whose coils are these? Because all these coils have this D on them.
Yeah.
Cinch down, tight. Plugs are in. We only did 2. This is the level of the story where you find out what level of screw jar.
It'll probably still make Detroit, but the gas valve will be a little faster.
What do you think, guys? Am I lucky? Did this fix it?
Didn't kill your plug yet.
Yeah, but is it running on all 8?
Well, it's running all 8. That's all you care about.
Well, it's burning off my angry farmer. Tailpipe's not shaking, that's good. Let's see. right, let's see. Engine. Data display. Yeah, I know. Misfire. Whoop, nope, nope, nope. Misfire. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Don't come up snake eyes. Well, it had a few. But that might be just it was clearing out stuff in cylinder 2. Did we get a win, boys? Did we get a win?
Sounds better.
Well, if I'm looking at misfire detected, ignition coil B, primary, secondary circuit fault. Interesting. Clear all codes. Zero, all the way down. I will take that for a win. Now obviously, we only put 2 spark plugs in this thing. I've got to get the final 2 on this bank done and then the whole passenger side bank done. But at least we've resolved our initial issue. I will take it for a test drive. Also got to go get some fuel because I am almost on bingo. Put some fresh 93 octane in this sucker, and we'll put some miles on it, see what happens. But at this point in time, at least that part is good. I do need to put a new set of tires on it. Probably also put new TPMS sensors in it. Just go ahead and replace them all at one point in time. Tires for this thing, I think I'm going to do, I don't think I'm going to do a light truck tire. I think I'm going to go with a normal tire because I think the ride quality of it would be kind of terrible on like an 8-play or an 8-ply light truck tire. So got to figure that part out first. But first, we're going to put some miles on it before we do anything else. Make sure nothing else is wrong with it. Nothing else comes up from just kind of daily driving it. Do an oil change on it and change the things that I need to do. Probably go ahead and order some rear airbags because I feel like the rear airbags are not holding. And then we'll go from there. But I know it's not real exciting. You guys are probably not here for Lincoln Navigator content, but you know, it's an automotive adventure for sure. Would love to know who it is that screwed me on the original part of that job, but she seems to be purring like a kitten now. Ha. You're a bad person. How'd that happen? What do you think? I've never run E3 spark plugs before. Now I'm running 6 of them, at least for a little while. We'll get the rest of these things swapped out tomorrow. I'm gonna drive this thing home tonight. I think I am. Hopefully there's not a tow truck episode after this. Thanks for being here, guys. This is Automotive Adventures with Austin, my own little personal corner of the YouTube internets. Work on mostly on my own projects and race cars and travel and that kind of stuff. If you are interested in this kind of thing, normally I'm working on older, cooler stuff. But in this case, this vehicle being up and running is going to allow me to be able to trailer some of my toys to and fro, which is important. And I didn't want to buy something like that because I don't have diesel repair money. At this point in time, I am still less than $2,500 into this truck, and I'll call that a win. So if you made it this far, click on this like button. If you want to see some more of what I do, click on the subscribe button. It'd be great to see you again. For all you guys who keep coming back and watching my stuff, thank you guys all so much. You guys watching what I do helps me pay for what I do. I'll see you in the next one, I hope. Take care. Bye-bye. Oh my God, that's so much better. So much better. I needed that win. Just took a little patience, a little master mechanic. No misfires. runs like a champ. Yes! Happy fat guy face. Now let's go put $200 worth of fuel in this big son of a bitch. Take the train out for a tasted dinner. Ooh, it's barbecue day. And I haven't eaten barbecue yet today. See you in a little bit, honey. All right. Challenge number 1 complete.